Hey, you are watching AliAziz YouTube channel.
Top 30 React interview questions and answers for fresh and experienced candidates. 1. What is react.js? React is a JavaScript library that makes building user interfaces easy. It was developed by Facebook. 2. Does React use HTML? No, it uses JSX, which is similar to HTML. 3. When was React first released? React was first released on March 2013. 4. Give me 2 most significant drawbacks of React. Integrating React with the MVC framework like Rails requires complex configuration. React requires the users to have knowledge about the integration of user interface into MVC framework. 5. What is Flux concept in React? Facebook widely uses Flux architecture concept for developing client-side web applications. It is not a framework or a library. It is simply a new kind of architecture that complements React and the concept of unidirectional data flow. Six. Define the term Redux in React. Redux is a library used for front-end development. It is a state container for JavaScript applications which should be used for the application state management. You can test and run an application developed with Redux in different environments. 7. What is the store feature in Redux? Redux has a feature called store, which allows you to save the application's entire state at one place. Therefore, all its component state are stored in the store so that you will get regular updates directly from the store. The single state tree helps you to keep track of changes over time and debug or inspect the application. 8. What is an action in Redux? It is a function which returns an action object. The action type and the action data are always stored in the action object. Actions can send data between the store and the software application. All information retrieved by the store is produced by the actions. 9. Explain the term stateless components. Stateless components are pure functions that render DOM based solely on the properties provided to them. Explain React Router. React Router is a routing library which allows you to add new screen flows to your application, and it also keeps URL in sync with what's being shown on the page. 11. What are the popular animation package in React ecosystem? Popular animation package in React ecosystem are React Motion, React Transition. Group 12. What is Jest? Jest is a JavaScript unit testing framework created by Facebook based on Jasmine. It offers automated mock creation in a JS DOM environment. It is also used as a testing component. 13. What is Dispatcher? A dispatcher is a central hub of app where you will receive actions and broadcast payload to registered callbacks. 14. What is meant by callback function? What is its purpose? A callback function should be called when set state has finished and the component is re-rendered, as the set state is asynchronous, which is why it takes in a second callback function. 15. Explain the term high-order component. A higher-order component, also shortly known as HOC, is an advanced technique for reusing component logic. It is not a part of the React API, but they are a pattern which emerges from React's compositional nature. 16. Explain the presentational segment. A presentational part is a segment which allows you to render HTML. The segment's capacity is presentational in markup. 17. What are props in React.js? Props mean properties, which is a way of passing data from parent to child. We can say that props are just a communication channel between components. It is always moving from parent to child component. 18. What is the use of a super keyword in React? The super keyword helps you to access and call functions on an object's parent. 19. Explain yield catchphrase in JavaScript. The yield catchphrase is utilized to delay and resume a generator work, which is known as yield catchphrase. 28. Name two types of React component. Two types of React components are function component, class component. 21. Explain synthetic event. In react.js, synthetic event is a kind of object which acts as a cross-browser wrapper around the browser's native event. It also helps us to combine the behaviors of various browser into Signal API. 22. What is React state? It is an object which decides how a specific component renders and how it behaves. The state stores the information which can be changed over the lifetime of a React component. 23. How can you update state in React.js? A state can be updated on the component directly or indirectly. 24. Explain the use of the arrow function. In React, the arrow function helps you to predict the behavior of bugs when passed as a callback. Therefore, it prevents bug caused by this altogether. 25. What are the lifecycle steps of React? Important lifecycle steps of React.js are initialization, state, property updates, destruction, or the lifecycle of React. 26. State. The main difference between pros and state. The main difference the two is that the state is mutable and pros are immutable. 27. Explain pure components. In React.js, pure components are the fastest components which can replace any component with only a render. It helps you to enhance the simplicity of the code and performance of the application. What kind of information controls a segment in React? There are mainly two sorts of information that control a segment: state and props. State information that will change. We need to utilize state. Props are set by the parent and which are settled all through the lifetime of a part. 29. What is Create React App? Create React App is a command line tool which allows you to create one basic React application. 30. Explain the use of key. In React, list keys allow you to provide each list element with a stable identity. The keys should be unique.